Well, afternoon. How's everyone doing? Oh, thought I'd just bring you on a little walk because it's Calba's birthday and she's 2 years old. It's mad to think I've had her for 19 months now. I've owned her for 19 months. But she's had 2 years on this planet already, and she's still acting like she's a bloody puppy. Well, technically I suppose she is, but yeah, 2 today. Calba, come here then, come here. She comes. So yeah, Missy's birthday, isn't it? Hey, it's your birthday, isn't it? Yes, it is. So yeah, just thought I'd bring you along on our little walk for today. It's not going to be a long one. Calba, it's a bit muggy and a bit humid. So it's no cooler outside than it is inside the van. It's just unbearable at the moment. It's really sticky and humid, and yeah, so it's just a quick one, just a quick kind of walk around, show you our little areas, how we get to where we camp and things like that. So we come down this lane and take you to where we camp. We were going to camp at the weekend, but things changed and we ended up camping in the garden, so I didn't really bring you along for that one. I also did a loadout video, which annoyed me a little bit because I packed the packs for Dartmoor far too much, which I think I remember saying in my video on Dartmoor. Packed it far too heavy, and I found out that when I got back, we were watching YouTube, and a lot of people who were watching were using dry bags. And it's something I never really thought about, was dry bags, to be honest. So yeah, I think the way forward. So yeah, this bridge here, in February during Storm Dennis, which I think is on my through my videos, the water level was actually up to this bar here. So I come down here, but I couldn't get any further than like right up there, and the water level was actually up to, well, I say it was actually up to, I don't actually know, probably, I think there was only about that much of the bridge left. I think it was up to about there. It was, you couldn't move, you literally couldn't. Yeah, I mean, all this you just couldn't see. It was just all underwater. It was like right up over that bank, because when I come down here during Storm Dennis, that bit there, in fact that had been washed away with that storm before Dennis, but all this had flood wood, like the wood in the flood from like the water. So yeah, it was quite high, to be honest. It's lovely and low, but I don't think it'll be this low for long. I mean, we're mid-September now, so I mean it's yeah, it's lovely. It's really quiet in these woods. Just yeah, didn't want to say anything for about a minute or so there, just give you the little ambience that we've got in this woodland. It is used as a bit of a dirt quad bike off-road kind of track. Horses as well use it, as you can see. But But yeah, during the winter you can barely get in here. All this, all in there is full of water, all in there is full of water. But it is a beautiful woodland. It is a really nice woodland. It's only a small woodland, and it's probably the only accessible part of it that's kind of got any decent areas to it. She enjoys it. Lovely autumn sounds. Still very green and lush in here. Stunning sounds. Beautiful. Love this time of year. Love the spring. Love this time of year. I do like the winter, but it's just a beautiful time of year. Autumn. Nights start to close back in a little bit and get a bit of a crispness in the air on a morning. I mean, you'll probably all remember this from my other videos. Storm Dennis. And obviously when I brought you here for the when the garlic was out and I ate some garlic. It's obviously where I bring Calba every day. It's just so peaceful and relaxing and quiet. I mean, I don't know if this is some kind of animal trail. I'm not sure. There's nowhere realistically for them to go. So, I mean, this dammed up during the winter. Presuming it'll probably dam up again this winter. But it's just about enough flow on it. But yeah, all dammed up. Quite rotten and broken wood in there and things like that. I was going to come and free it up for the winter, but there's no real point. This kind of gets really deep in the winter. It's like really deep, as you'll probably see. Depending on what happens and whether I stay in this area or not, as I am probably going to move in the next few months, depending on what's going on with my life. It is a beautiful little area and I will miss it. I'll probably try and come back, but there's not really anything for me here if I do move, apart from my friends who live on site. But other than that, so I think in October we're going to try and do a camp out or a camp here. Me, Shan, her son, and potentially Rio, and that'll be in this area here. And we'll probably have the 4-man tent set up here somewhere, as well as either the Lavoo or the 2-man tent. I'm not too sure yet. But as you can see, that is the fire pit, and I know it's not great, leave no trace, but this path is very barely used by people. I mean, I'm just wondering if deer come through there. Maybe they do come down and around. There's no tracks, no tracks in the mud or anything. I mean, they're Calba's tracks down there. They're not deer tracks or anything. Although, no, they're Calba's tracks, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I've got no idea. But I just thought I'd bring you along for Calba's birthday and do a little get out video before the Dartmoor one goes on Thursday. Hopefully might get out sometime this week or maybe the weekend and get a couple, maybe a night on Dartmoor. It won't be a hike as such. Kind of just be a night on Dartmoor. We're hoping, we'll see. If anyone, let me just spin this around. Let me try and find somewhere and then I'll come back to you in a second. Yeah, has anyone camped on Dartmoor on their own? I know obviously a couple of my YouTube subscribers have How do you find it? I don't know what it is. I seem to get into my own head about the stupid legends and ghost stories and things. And although I'm not afraid of any of that kind of thing, don't know, I get into my own head sometimes and I'm like, I'm not doing that more, I'm not going to do it on my own, I'm not going to do this. So if anyone has any tips or hints about how you overcame kind of the overnight thing, I've done it loads of times, but just not on Dartmoor. I've done overnighters so many times on my own, but since kind of starting this channel and then a couple of years ago, I've kind of just been getting in my own head, and I don't know why. So if anyone has any tips or hints as to what to do, especially this time of year, as obviously we're now playing with a bit more nighttime instead of, like, we obviously got loads of daytime, but we're still playing with a lot more night as well. It kind of gets dark about 8 o'clock, 8:30, and then not light until about 6:30 in the morning. So if anyone has any kind of tips, hints, tricks, what do you do to stay busy? I've got things like books and videos and things that I want to do. But yeah, I want to really crack that kind of staying on my own, because I do it all the time. Once I can do it once, I'll do it all the time, and I'm really trying to push myself. And I think what it might just come down to is getting someone to just drop me on Dartmoor and come and get me the next day, unless it's an absolute emergency and I absolutely freak out, but I don't think I will. It might just be packing my bag, speak to a friend and say, drop me on Dartmoor, drop me somewhere, look at the map, go, right, I'm heading there, and then that's it. Once I'm on Dartmoor, that's it. I can't really do a lot, I suppose. And obviously I know loads of places that I want to. I mean, I'm trying to think of maybe staying in the creepiest place possible, so maybe it might be the medieval village or the disused mine works, where me and Shan, you'll see on Thursday, the day 3 video where we stopped and had a coffee and things like that. So I'm trying to think of staying somewhere that was probably full of life and full of vibrancy, and probably where you are going to see spectres and things like that. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not scared of the dark. I don't fear the dark. It's just, how do you overcome that? How did you overcome that situation? And if anyone has any tips or tricks before I do an overnighter, they might be that no one comments and no one lets me know about how they went about it before I then do an overnighter. And then I suppose in that video I can say, well, this is how I actually combated it. But yeah, just, it's a beautiful day. It's just clammy and muggy. Wanted to get out for a little bit. I haven't been out for a few days. Had a few lazy days. Kind of lost my head yesterday. It just on me. So I thought I'd come out today and have a little catch-up video with everyone and find out what everyone thinks about the Dartmoor videos, really. Obviously hit us down in the comments below, and also if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see all, and that's absolutely appreciated. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing you more. But it's just a quick one for her birthday. Come here. Come here. Ooh, just a quick one for this lanky girl's birthday, wasn't it? Look at you, covered in mud. So yeah, 2 years old, loving life, aren't you? God, you're so heavy. You'd think for a skinny dog she weighs a ton. She's like a lap dog. She thinks that she's a lap dog. She's not even trying to get away or anything. I haven't even got her that tight. Literally just jump away if she really wanted to. Go and say hello to your subscribers. Say hello to them. Look. There they are, look. Hey? There they are. Ignorant, isn't she? But there you go. Whoa. So yeah, big things to come in 2021. Not messing around anymore. just getting on the road. That's the biggest thing now. Getting on that. Once we're on that road and we're driving, then that is the channel will just take off, absolutely take off. But we're just hoping to get on the road. But again, there's nothing we can do with COVID, the situation on there, and the potential of the UK going into a second full-scale lockdown, and all that won't affect me personally. It'll affect my fact that I can't drive or get on the road as quick as I want to get on the road. So it is what it is. It's just that's the one thing we're waiting for. That may come now, like February, March time of next year. I was hoping to be driving by now. I started my lessons in March. I was hoping to have been on the road for the summer. My lessons are going really well. I'm only a few away now from being test ready. So yeah, it's just getting a test and getting ready for a test. I think there's a few little discrepancies I need to do. A couple of new things like parking in bays and reversing and all of that nice stuff, and parallel parking and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to pay for another 5 hours, get another 5 hours in the bag, maybe more, I don't know yet, and then we'll go from there. And I just want to get it done. At the moment, I might as well just pay for lessons and get as ready as I can be, and then if a test comes up, I'll get my money back anyway. If I'm ready for a test, the guy's already told me that if I pass and I've got a few hours left, he'll give me the money back. So I mean, it's all good, isn't it? So yeah, that's it for this one. We'll see you on day 3 of Dartmoor on Thursday. So look for that one being uploaded. And if you have enjoyed any of the other videos, I know Reload Brand has given us a bit of a shout out. Sorry, not a shout out, a bit of comment, a bit of feedback. Anyone else who I've mentioned in videos, I'm going to message them personally or comment to them personally to let them know that they've had a mention in one of my videos, because I'm not able to tag people yet. So what I've done is videos of Dartmoor and things like that. If I've mentioned anyone, I'm just going to contact those people direct and tell them that I've done them a mention, and in what video I've done them a mention in, just because I can't tag them. And it's always nice to let them know that they've been mentioned in a video. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Oh yeah, just want to give a quick shout out actually to another YouTuber, Greencraft, Neil, or Neil from Greencraft. He's given me the idea for putting your Gore-Tex bivy bag, or if anyone's got a bivy bag, inside your pack as like a dry liner, putting in stuff in your sleeping bag and your sleep kit inside that bivy bag, pushing all the air out and getting it out. Great idea, that absolutely banging idea. And I even saw one yesterday, and I can't remember who it was. Paul Mezener, he had another great one where he used a 20-litre dry bag for his tent. So I'll give Paul a shout out as well, because again, just those ideas have just blown my mind, to think that I was struggling with all this weight and all this stuff sticking on my pack and everything like this, and they've just given me so many ideas that it's blown my mind. So yeah.